Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. Not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Welcome back. Normally, I wouldn't get into this realm of culture as a rule, especially rap culture. I don't care for it. You know, I respect it as a art form. 95% of it's crap. But that's just me, and that's okay. And normally something like this wouldn't catch my attention. But after I thought about it for a while, this is a lot bigger deal than people think. Let me read a little bit of the story, and I'll get into that. Nicki Minaj gained support on social media amid conflict with Biden officials over White House visit. Lil Wayne's Young Money Entertainment declared it stands behind the female rapper. Now, I don't know a lot about her. I hear bits and pieces, you catch things. But what she said, though, and what she's saying is very encouraging to me, and I'll tell you why I think this is a big deal. Let's read a little bit of the story. Rapper Nicki Minaj, I believe it's pronounced, is receiving words of encouragement on social media from fans and stars, foiling her apparent war of words with the Biden administration on Wednesday. And just because she's at war with the Biden administration doesn't mean I'm for her, but in this case, I certainly am. Minaj made headlines for calling out White House officials after the administration put out a statement clarifying it had offered her a phone call to discuss her coronavirus vaccine hesitancy, not an in-person visit. Minaj, who was baffled by the clarification, took to Twitter to share her take on what really went down, and then followed up with a 14-minute video on Instagram claiming she's not a liar. Do y'all think I would go on the internet and lie about being invited to the effing White House like that? Do you guys see what is happening right now? And I said in the video, and that's what I was going to say. Chances of Nicki hearing about this or seeing this video are 0.0000001%. But just in case she does, or anyone that knows her, I got to ask you, Nicki, do you see what's happening right now? And I think your eyes are opening. I think your eyes are opening. Now, let me show you a couple of Twitter posts concerning Miss Minaj. Here's one here. I can't speak to, agree with, even look at someone from a particular political party. People aren't human anymore. If you're black and a Democrat tells you to shove marbles up your a-hole, you simply have to. If another party tells you, look out for that bus, stand there and get hit. That one I don't understand, but I see your point. Yeah. Cultists. Now you're going to say, John, there's a lot of Donald Trump cult members. There are Donald Trump cult members. And I'm a Trump supporter, and I say that. No matter what he says or does, they go along with it. But here's the issue. They have no institutional power. And the percent of people, so-called right, that are cult members with Trump is really tiny. Look at the cult side of the so-called left. The progressives, the leftists, their numbers are huge. And even more importantly, they control all institutions, media, culture, schools, universities, everything. So there is a huge difference. If you have 100 people on each side, and one side, 2 of the 100 killed somebody, and on the other side, 90 of the 100 killed somebody, would it be accurate to put in a newspaper article, both sides have committed murder? Yeah. But it's disingenuous, and that's what's going on. And I'm glad, Nicki, that you're coming around. I mean, this is great. And I'll tell you why I think this is really important. Another post. Concerned about people becoming brain dead. Join the club. Y'all have become so scary to witness, questioning people becoming mad at people who are asking questions about something they're putting inside their effing body. Do you not hear how effing dumb that sounds? I can see why it was so easy for Jim Jones. Now, I never thought that I would do this for a rapper on my channel, but I have to. Good for you. Good for you. Small win in the culture war. Another post. I never cited that as a person I didn't get vaccinated. The lie is so funny / entertaining, though. I said something mean to this lady, but I really liked Stephen Colbert was coming up next. I guess she mentioned a friend of hers or a relative or something had a guy whose testicles swell up. Not sure it was from after taking the vaccine or not. Not really know. She says it wasn't. It was just twisted out of proportion. Frankly, I believe her. And here we are. CNN. Trusted name in news. Minaj. Vaccine led to swollen testicles. And they all think it's a joke. Because she went against their narrative. She went against their narrative. So, Nicki, I have to tell you, honestly, do you see it? You asked, do you guys see what's happening? I think you're beginning to see. And I'll tell you why this is a big deal. Not that Nicki Minaj has this huge influence on people, but she does in a certain way. My understanding is all of her social media sites have over 180 million followers. So we'll say it's half of that, 90 million real people. They're not double. One on each of her media accounts. This is the culture that's owned by the progressives and the leftists. And right now, there's a little crack in the dam. And the water is starting to seep through. And we all know that over time, as that water drips through this teeny tiny crack, you have a dam that's a mile high and 5 miles wide and 6 feet thick and penetrable. The little tiny crack develops. And slowly the water is seeping through. And the crack will get a little bit bigger, and then a little bit bigger, and then a little bit bigger. And then the water comes gushing through, and the dam collapses. That's what I think this is. That's what I think this is. The Biden administration or his office had to lie and say, we never asked for an in-person meeting. We just asked for a phone call. Fact of the matter is, she took off on a tour for a year, didn't want to travel because she just had a kid. I can respect that a great deal, especially the first 1 or 2 years with a newborn, bonding with their parent or parents. I don't know the situation with the father, nor is it any of my business. Now, good for her. If she can afford it, God bless her. You know, that's wonderful. Couldn't give her more accolades. But then she did turn around and say this and that. She really didn't want to come here in person. She had to be vaccinated in order to come. Now she says, I'm not going to use that as a reason to get vaccinated. It's not the same as I'm anti-vaccination. It's not the same. If I'm going to get vaccinated, she's basically saying, I'm going to do it for a lot better reason than going to the White House. Why is that so unreasonable? And then, we'll just read through here. She claimed her manager and publicist were on a call with the White House in which administration officials said we'd like to offer Nicki an invitation to come to the White House to speak with Surgeon General Vivek Murthy and Dr. Fauci. Oh, God. Minaj, who claims Wednesday she had been put in Twitter jail, was backed by stars and several of her followers who shared her opinions on social media. That's right. Twitter basically suspended her account. I guess they call it Twitter jail. You know, you're got to sit in a naughty chair when you're a kid. Young Money Entertainment, the record label founded by Lil Wayne, shared a photo of Minaj on the stage and declared, "We're going to stand when Nicki Minaj through it all." Randy Quaid commented on the matter on Twitter, as well as quoted Minaj saying, "So many of your favorite artists feel this way, but they're afraid to speak up. Like I said, I don't know her. I don't know her background. I don't know what she stands for. I don't know. She said some incredibly outrageous things, nor do I care. One Instagram user commented in Minaj's video, hey, no, you saying the truth, Nicki, and they're mad at that. I love you and always will stand by you. Singer Spice added, Anika, you are under attack because you are black and intelligent. And when we're too educated, we become a problem to society. No, I got to take exception of that to Spice. You're not a problem to society because you're too educated. You're a problem to the part of society that's totalitarian and authoritarian, which is the progressives, the leftists, i.e. the New Democrat Party. Those people think you're a problem. Not the conservative people, none at all. And if there is, there's a tiny, tiny percent. You can't even see it. That's the issue. It's not society. It's the liberal left, the authoritarian left. You're a problem to them now. You went against the narrative. You didn't drink the Kool-Aid. May God watch over you and cover every step you take. I go along with that. Minaj responded, love you, Queen. Thank you. And we'll go through, a few of these. You're lifting the veil and they don't want it open. Keep speaking up. Couldn't agree more. Stand your ground. Couldn't agree more. Minaj just claimed she was blocked from writing tweets, but Twitter told Fox News in a statement it didn't take any enforcement action on her account. Still, the artist said she plans to never use the platform again. I got to take exception. Use the platform again and used it against them. And that's the thing. They're only going to beat these morons if you use their own tactics against them. And I'll leave it with this, and then I'll stop and you can read the rest. But I wanted to highlight this part. I remember going to China and they were telling us, you cannot speak out against, the people in power there, etc. I said in their Instagram live video on Wednesday night. Don't y'all see what we're living now? And that time where people will turn their back on you, but people will isolate you if you simply speak and ask a question. No, because it doesn't go along with the cult narrative. I'm glad this didn't destroy your career. Obviously, you're rich enough and popular enough to get through it. Good for you. But there's many that weren't. And maybe, besides going against these people, maybe in the future, as you see injustice done by them to artists that are actually new and they have to go along with the narrative, or their life's dream will be thrown out the window, that you can stick up for them. Maybe that will be your new mission in life. Everybody does the things they do best, and you're obviously very good at what you do, or you wouldn't be this successful. But you know what, though? Sometimes you need to move on and up. And maybe that is your calling, to now defend people that were screwed over like you. I might as well read the rest. There's only a little bit left. Early Wednesday, the White House official suggested the administration offered only a phone call with the rapper to speak with experts on vaccine safety. She said she told White House officials she would rather not travel and suggested some kind of either public or private live video on social media. The White House was open to do a live session, she said, but never took a trip to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue off the table. They probably talked to her earlier and said, listen, we're going to do this live. You can't be against this, or this, and here's the talking points for this. She probably said, kiss my ass. I'm not doing that. I'm going to say what I really think. And that was the end of it. And then she later said, I was uninvited. Well, when someone invites you, doesn't follow up on it, you're uninvited. Then they said, well, it was only supposed to be a phone call. These people can't help but to lie at every stretch. So good for you, Miss Minaj. I wish you all the success in the world now. Don't know a thing about you or your history, nor do I care. All I know is you're standing up and doing the right things now. Your past is unimportant to me, good, bad, or indifferent. This is a crack in the dam. It's part of the culture war. It's the thing that conservatives suck at. They suck at fighting back in the culture war. And as Andrew Breitbart said, and brilliantly, rest his soul, politics is downstream from culture. And it's true. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.